We will be speaking to the acting deputy commissioner of the Hardap region, Paula Witbooi. I see that we've got her on now on Zoom. Let's see if we can, if she can hear us. Deputy Commissioner, thank you so much for joining us on NBC TV.
Good morning, Jimmy.
Good morning to you, Deputy Commissioner. How is the weather there in the Great Hardap region?
Oh, it's very hot. It's very hot, but we are hoping for rain.
I will believe so. No, it's the same here in the Klaras region in Keetmanshoop. We had a few clouds that look promising here in Keetmanshoop, so we are also hopeful to get some rain. So we might also share some of that rain with our sister town there, Marienthal. But thank you so much once again, Deputy Commissioner, for joining us. Just speak to us in terms of police readiness there in the Hardap region, in terms of visibility. What is happening there currently?
Yes, we are very ready. We set up a roadblock, a 24-hour roadblock in the town of Marienthal to monitor the road traffic flow and the adherence to the Traffic Act. So we gear all our resources to cater for this time, this festive time, where everybody is traveling and everybody is on the road. So we are also joined by Roads Authority, and they are also reinforcing us on the roadblocks as well as on the long road patrols, the highway patrols, as I say, on the B1.
And Commissioner, in terms of the roadblocks, how effective has it been? Have you been detecting any, motorists driving under the influence, any ones driving without licenses, any vehicles that are not roadworthy? What are some of the things that you've detected there at the roadblock?
Yes, of course, we started our festive season operations on the 16th of November, 2022. And so far, we have arrested 9 drivers for drunk and driving. And 127 drivers were got summons because of driving without licenses so far.
Were those the only issues that you've been encountering? What about unroadworthy vehicles? You know, I know that the Motor Vehicle Accident Fund is very keen on ensuring that people have, in terms of their safety tips, have you encountered any issues with vehicles that are not supposed to be on the roads?
Yes, of course. We have, of course, a long list of traffic offences. The unlicensed vehicles, we issued summonses to 41 unlicensed vehicle owners, or drivers, let me say. For tires, it was 45 drivers, and for transportation permits, it was 19 drivers that were issued summonses. And of course, for overtaking, also 19.
Deputy Commissioner, the road which is constructed between Gogas and Asap is subsequently been extended. Have you had any issues of motorists making use of that road as they come towards the town of Keetmanshoop?
No, up to now, no issues or no incidents were reported. So the assumption then is that everything is going smooth on that road too.
Obviously, Commissioner, you know, Hardap region is known as being prone, I don't know for a better word, for accidents, as we've had a number of accidents happening during festive seasons like this ones. What has the Namibian police put in place to ensure that they curb this and that this type of accidents are minimized or reduced to zero?
Yes, of course, with the reinforcement of RA, our traffic officers are are patrolling, and they are doing the highway patrols on the B1. So far, we have, since 16th of November 2022, we have 2 road accidents with 2 fatalities also. So these accidents or these fatalities were caused by passengers and drivers who did not put on seat belts. So we would urge all drivers and passengers to make sure that they put on seat belts, and also for the drivers to caution their passengers to put on seat belts, because it's very important and it's life-saving.
And if we look at just the readiness of the Hardap Police Department in terms of crime also, as we move towards Christmas and towards the new year, how ready are you to respond to incidences that might be happening in and around the suburbs of Mariental and the Great Hardap region?
Yes, we have all our members on the ground in Mariental and also in the rest of the towns in the region for foot patrols, stop and searches, monitoring, and for the compliance of the Liquor Act at the liquor outlets, and also the illegal outlets. So our people are at the ground and they are policing all these things.
These are also the times when crime also comes up, especially domestic violence, gender-based violence, and just child neglect also, because people are in a festive mood. People forget, you know, that they also have other responsibilities, that their responsibilities are not on holiday. What do you have in place to ensure that, you know, children are not neglected, and that those that are being abused in terms of domestic violence are being taken care of, or being provided with the necessary shelter through the Ministry of Agenda?
Yes, of course. These things are happening, especially during this time. Families are together, and but we should remember that this is the time of giving love. This is the time of taking care of our loved ones. So your wife, your children, your husband, that's the people that should receive this love and this care. So for us, these things are usually happening behind closed doors. But we are on the ground and we are ready to attend to these things. It's just for the neighbors, for the involved people to speak up and come to us, come to the charge officers and report such incidents. And we are also, through our gender-based violence unit, we are also in constant cooperation with the Ministry of Gender and Welfare.
Yes, and Deputy Commissioner also, and it's so important that you said that the neighborhoods and neighbors' involvement also in this one. Obviously, policing is not a thing that only depends from the Namibian police, but neighbors also play their part. How important is neighborhood watches during this time, and what do you expect from the general public also to meet the Namibian police halfway, because policing is a community and a collective effort?
Yes. We do have such watches and forums, especially in the town of Rehoboth, which is a very good thing, because we cannot do our policing alone. We should be assisted by these communities, and the whole society, the whole community should speak in one voice to address these issues of gender-based violence. So if the neighbor is washing his or her hands today, tomorrow the neighbor can be affected. So we must stand together to root out this evil of domestic violence and child neglect.
Obviously, Deputy Commissioner, a lot of people are already traveling out of Marintal, out of the Great Kharas Hardap region. What are some safety tips that you can share with them, especially those ones that will be leaving their homes, unattended or unguarded? What safety tips do you have for them, and what should people look out for?
Yes, if you are traveling and you are leaving your house, preferably you can let a trusted person stay in your house to take care of your house. Otherwise, you can also report at the charge office. There is a system in place where you report in the charge office that you will be away for such a period, and then you need the police to have regular checkups on your house. Of course, we are on the street, we are checking up, and we are patrolling, but there is a system in place. The other thing is we should be mindful and careful of social media. So people, because the criminals are also monitoring us on social media, and we are quick to say, here I'm going, here I'm coming. So that is the things that we should be mindful to protect our property. But of course, the Namibian police are ready. We are there to take care of you and your property.
And it's so interesting, Deputy Commissioner, that you mentioned the importance of social media, because the criminal syndicates have now started to make use of this social media platforms to defraud people also. Has that been an issue during this year in the Hardap region?
Not much in the Hardap region. Of course, there is now and then scams. People
Well, we just lost the sound there. Maybe we'll try and see if we can get back the Deputy Commissioner, Pamela Witbooi. It seems that she is back right now. So yes, Deputy Commissioner, earlier you were saying.
Yes, I'm sorry, Natangwe, I'm Pamela.
Yes, Deputy. Yes, you were saying earlier, you were speaking about the importance of the syndicates, and in terms of that it's limited, but then there are a few pyramid schemes or schemes also that are defrauding people in the Hardap region. Yes,
not sometimes not really recorded as a case, but we receive reports from people that they claim that people were calling them, impersonate police officers just to solicit some money out of them. So we are warning the public also to just not send money, because a police officer is getting paid at the end of the month for his duties. There is no need for anybody to send money to a police officer directly into his account via e-wallet or the blue wallet or whatnot.
And that's so important that you say that, because a lot of times we've also heard, not just in the Hardap region, but I think throughout the country, that sometimes people were scammed by the very men and women in uniform that is supposed to safeguard and protect them. And sometimes society might lose confidence in our men and women, but rightfully so, you setting the record straight that you don't condone things like this ones, and people that would do that, or the officers that are found to be warrant in this one, will be prosecuted and face the law also. And that's so important that you say that, Deputy Commissioner, on that one. All in all, you say Hardap region is ready. what can you still tell us with regard to police visibility and the safety of the residents and visitors that will be passing through Marienthal and the Great Hardap region?
Yes, the drivers should be very cautious of their driving skills, especially this time of the year, because the roads are full. They should be patient. They should be patient to reach their destination alive. The public transport drivers also, they should also not rush, because it's not worth it. They should also be patient to reach their destiny. And they must, before they depart, all drivers must make sure that the tires are in good working conditions. And they must also make sure that they are carrying their driver's licenses. The public transport drivers must also make sure that all their documents are in order before they are taking the road. And
thank you so much.
They should
thank you so
also
much,
be careful of speeding, of course.
Thank you so much, Acting Deputy Commissioner Pamela Witbooi. My apologies for interrupting you. We would hope to get you again next week just to give us an update of what is happening there in the Great Hardap region. That was the Acting Deputy Commissioner of the Hardap region, Pamela Witbooi, speaking to us about police visibility and police readiness in the Hardap region.